What is up, my Archaholics? Country Boy here with Team Yeti Gaming, bringing you another Ark, the Struggle Evolved How-To Guide. Now, this isn't going to be one of my how to tame guides, but it's actually more like a getting started guide. Now, I'm going to go over in a few videos what I put my stats in and what engrams I unlock and any tips that I can actually think of along the way. Now, in this video, I'm going to actually go over levels 1 through 15. Now, when you create your character, you always want to spawn in an easy zone. Now, if you spawn in a normal or a hard zone, you're more likely to die a lot faster because there's more carnivores in the normal and hard zones than they are in the easy zones. You know, it's kind of common sense, right? However, I wouldn't worry too much about building any kind of base at this particular point in time until you get a few levels into you. Now, the reason for this is because hide is probably the hardest thing to find. And in the beginning, it's the main thing that makes, the beds and the sleeping bags. And in the beginning, it's really hard to get that stuff. So I would just kind of wait until you get to at least level 15 or level 16, actually. That way that you can get the raft. You want to get that raft as soon as possible because that's really going to be your life for a little bit. Because, trust me, that's how I always start out, and it usually works really well in the beginning. So right now I want to go over my engrams. You start out with all three of the first row, which is alright. So once you're going down, just go ahead and buy the entire second row. Don't really need to buy the clothes. Don't really need them at the moment. But of course the water skin, you want to get the entire fourth row. On the fifth row, just go with the slingshot. That's all you really need. Sixth row, mortar pestle, spark powder, narcotics, bed, scope, bola, bow and arrow, the wood stuff, everything except the slopes. You don't really need to slope things on there. There's cosmetic stuff, and it's not really that important. We'll go with some gunpowder, and we'll pick up these wood spike walls. Sounds like a good idea. Now, once you get to level 16, you can actually get the raft. And as I mentioned a second ago, that's one of the things that you really need is the raft. Now, after that, we'll go ahead and look at the stats real quick. After I run over here and do whatever. But stat-wise, I like to go at least 200 in weight and then start going into health to 200. And then I'll go into stamina for at least 250. So, you just want to get that in the beginning. I think by level 16 you should have at least 150 into health and 200 into weight. I accidentally put 1 into water, and you don't really need that, to be quite honest with you. You don't really need anything into water or food. I've never put any points into it. But if you do want to build you like a little starter base, like a 2x2, 2 wide, 2 high shack, will serve its purpose perfectly. You could store your items in there in case you do get killed. You can always run back to it and pick what you need up and so on and so forth, if you don't already have a sleeping bag or a bed made in it. But now once you hit level 16, we get the raft here, and it's going to make the game a little bit easier because the way that I make the raft, it's more like a mobile base / taming pen. Now, I'll leave a link in the description to a video that I made of this and teaching you actually how to make this specific type of raft. But that's basically going to be it for this video, guys. If you did enjoy, make sure you give us a thumbs up. If you're not already a member of Team Yeti, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Turn on that bell. That way you never miss another video. I'm Country Boy, and I hope I see you in the next one.